I don't think it's about the campaign or anything else. I think it's about the way that we have demonstrated that we were ready to work on our New Dawn manifesto, that we really set out to do our best to deliver those commitments, and that we've presented a very serious proposal to the people of Gibraltar as to what the future holds. And I think they expect from us the same level of commitment in delivering this new manifesto. And really the campaign was about explaining that and about counteracting some of the things that were being said by the other side in the context of their own views.
You've said that the reaction of your government should now be humility, humility, humility. Why do you say that when the margin is so great?
Well, I'll tell you why, and there's no need to skirt around the issue. The GSLP has been here before. We took 72%, 73% of the vote in 1992 and went on to lose a general election 4 years later. Look, the electoral mathematics should not have worked that way. Even if we took tough decisions, which were the right decisions for Gibraltar, we should not have lost the election because the majority should have seen that we were taking tough decisions that were good in the general interest. I think that it's important, therefore, that the attitude that we take from the John Mackintosh Hall today is that the larger the majority, the greater the imperative to work hard to deliver the manifesto for the general public. I am more of a servant today with 70% support than I might have been with 51%. You'll recall that I offered the olive branch, I think, after a debate with Jonathan Scott on television before last Christmas. The olive branch hadn't yet landed over the mistletoe, and it was being rejected. That's why I've said today I hope it is accepted. Look, this is a two-way street, you know, and I try and ensure that I don't come down to the level of discourse that is put to me, but after 3 or 4 jibes, I have to, unfortunately, accept the fact that I'm human and I react in ways that some of us react, and then the whole thing just tumbles out of control. So look, I would call on Daniel not just to say these things, but to act in keeping with what he's saying. I certainly intend to do so. I think it is important for us that we should do so. Bossano and Caruana were giants, and they used to go at each other, and they used to go at the substance of their ideas, and sometimes they would fall into the trap of also going at each other. I think that we should emulate the great abilities of Bossano and Caruana at going at each other's ideas, but not at going at each other, because they're human too, and they used to fall for that trap too, and we must make the greater effort not to fall for that trap.
What is the most exciting idea in this manifesto that you're looking forward to making a reality?
The investment in education. I was so moved by what we were able to achieve at St. Bernard's School with the 2 new schools there, the effect on the children who had been at the old St. Bernard's, which was positively Victorian, and the old grammar school, which had been Sacred Heart, both the schools I had gone to. None of them had changed since I'd been there in the 1970s. To have been able to bring about that change and to hear a young girl say to us, "This is a miracle," when she walked into the school, demonstrated to me the importance of having schools which match up to the economy we have, which is the economy with the 3rd highest GDP per capita in the world. That is not the case at the moment, and I will make it this Parliament's work to ensure that we provide that for our children in future, with a nutritious meal at lunchtime.